was desperate. Jack wouldn't even agree to meet with me, and I gave him the tidbit about the envelope and piece of cake.
That's a good move. He must have been really impressed when you told him what was inside the envelope.
He was. Very.
You didn't look inside, did you?
I was respecting your privacy.
Sure, I believe that one.
The envelope, it was enough to get Jack to meet with me. I didn't even need to know what was inside.
Aren't you curious what was inside?
No.
The lovely Miss Julia couldn't wait to get her hands on it. I thought you were leaving.
I am. I'm going.
You aren't the least bit curious?
What? I have had it up to here with your passive-aggressive games, Craig. You're dying to tell me what was in that envelope, so why don't you just spit it out?
Ask nicely.
What, you want me to beg you?
Well...
Forget it.
I'm sure that Carly is up to her neck in this. She found out about that photo somehow, and she told Jack.
Craig swore to me that he didn't say a word to Carly about it.
I'm sure that that's true. We both know how low Carly will go. She probably sneaked a look inside that envelope, saw the photo, went straight to Jack, trying to make points with him.
Even if Carly did tell Jack about it, it really doesn't matter anymore.
Well, why not?
Jack forgave me.
A photograph from a New York paper.
What of?
Julia.
So?
Someone was standing next to Julia.
What, who? Saddam Hussein.
Close. It was your ex.
My ex what? Winston? Julia was in a picture with my dead husband. When was it taken?
November 9th, 1999.
November. That was before. Oh, my God. She did this to me. Julia did this to me. How could she do this to me? She stole my life.
Carly,
Sweet, innocent, snake in the grass Julia. She did this. But she probably stayed up nights racking her brain trying to find a way to get back at me. And of course, that wouldn't be too hard for Miss Ace Reporter, right? All she had to do was find Winston. And then tell Winston where to find me. And when. On my wedding day. You know, the two of them probably planned this whole hideous thing, and I never even suspected it, not for a minute, that Julia would... Jack. Jack knows.
Yeah.
He knows the truth.
Yeah?
He knows the truth. Jack knows the truth. Well, thank you, Julia. Perfect little Julia. You have finally given Jack back to me.
Why would she set her mind on Simon?
Well, does he own shares of a television station, or does he have pull at major
I don't
networks?
think they even barely know each other. I saw her at his garage. Maybe they ran into each other at the Lakeview when she was living with Craig.
You know, that could make sense.
Wait a minute. The INS said something about Simon having a fiancée. I thought they had their facts wrong, but what if that hearing has nothing to do with his deportation? What if...
What time is the hearing set for?
An hour from now.
And you don't know where Simon's been?
No. We have to get to the courthouse. That's all I know. That's where he's going to be.
And that's what we're going to do as soon as we pick up Margo. If anybody can talk sense into Katie, it's her.
We better make it fast, because if we don't get there in time, it may be too late for anybody to stop that wedding.
What's my little sister done now? Wonder if it has anything to do with what Agent Halliwell had to say.
Halliwell, he's the INS agent I told you about.
Yeah, he's a real swell guy. He told me that my little sister was about to be thrown into a federal penitentiary for aiding and abetting an illegal alien, a guy by the name of Simon Fraser.
Is that all he told you?
What, there's more?
A lot more. We have reason to believe that Simon and Katie are at the Carroll County Courthouse as we speak.
Oh, no, they're not getting... Oh.
Yeah, they are getting, unless we get over there to stop them.
I don't believe that kid.
No matter how hard Julia tries to make herself look so pure, she wanted you. And when people want something bad enough, they're willing to do anything. Even if it means trashing someone else's happiness.
Just because it's the way you think, Carly, doesn't make it human nature.
Okay. You just keep telling yourself that. That Julia happening to run into Winston Lowe in a city of 8 million people is pure coincidence. But in your heart, you must know how easy it must have been for her to set this whole thing up.
Okay. Okay, let's just say for a second that Julia did set the whole thing up.
Well, good. So then you're at least willing to consider that it's a possibility.
No, like you said, anything's a possibility. But the point is, even if she did plot and scheme to break us up, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Of course it would have made a difference. That Julia
You still would have been married to the man. And sooner or later, I would have found out that you'd been lying to me all this time. So if anything, I should be thanking Julia for saving me from marrying a liar. And you know that it's true, so don't even bother to deny it.
No, Jack. This is the truth. If we'd been married first and then Winston found me, you would have done everything in your power to protect me from that maniac. Because you loved me. And you still love me.
If you were so sure that I'd stand by you, why didn't you tell me the truth on our wedding day? Why didn't you trust me enough to tell me that you were being taken to Hong Kong against your will?
How many times do I have to say it before you believe it? Winston threatened Parker. And you. The two people I love most in the world. All right, so I kept my mouth shut, and maybe that was wrong, but it wasn't as wrong as what Julia did. Because if your sweet, blameless Julia hadn't tipped Winston off, there wouldn't have been any threats, Jack. And you and I would be married right now. And we'd end up in bed tonight, instead of trapped in this nightmare.
Necessary parts. Love and commitment.
Got that. Skip ahead.
The exchange of rings.
Oh, I have those. Okay, here's yours. And mine. Done deal.
All right, we'll name the vows.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to be sent on another wild goose chase. Now, I want a straight answer about Fraser's whereabouts.
Did you see the longer we stand here, the more likely it is that they're at
we're
some
not gonna
other
make
place?
Yes, we are. Can we say our own vows?
Oh, all right.
Stand aside, Mrs. Snyder. I think we'll just have a word with the judge.
What are you doing? We're losing time. I've looked in
Okay. I, Katie, take you, Simon, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, to love and cherish, through sickness and health, for rich or for poor, through rain, snow, sleet, hail, in the darkness of night, till death do we part. I do. Your turn.
Okay, I, Simon, take you, Katie, and Richardson, Pornis, and all the other beautiful things that you just said. Righto, ditto, right back at you. Yada, 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 amen, hallelujah. And I do. Okay,
Yeah.
Is that okay? Good?
I now pronounce you man and wife. Do you think you can spare the time to kiss the bride?
That's your cue, honey.
Hey, you're too late, guys. I'm already married.
That was in it.
Good night, darling. Rose, it was my intention and my desire to get you up on your feet. Not to get you out of town. So if it's my input, please reconsider.
All right, I'll do that. I reconsidered.
Why the sudden reversal?
Holden wants me to stay.
You shouldn't even try that.
She's on her way over here right now.
Now?
I know that it's sudden.
But Donna...
She was terribly busy. This is the only block of time she
haven't had time to talk to Jake about it. Jake! Look, he doesn't even know that we've even discussed it.
Discussed what?
Jake, honey, there's something I need to tell you.
I have asked someone to meet me here.
Well, looks like you made it.
I'll get it. Hi, come on in. Molly, Jake, this is Madame Joleen Lumiere.
Welcome.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
Probably not. Look, I really wanted to ease you into the idea, but it just happened so fast, and I
Cut
didn't...
to the chase.
Joleen is going to help us contact Victoria.